Hi, so
Hi.
welcome to Blissful Mind, Peaceful Life, where we discuss creative solutions to everyday problems. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
We were discussing earlier about how sometimes you show up as the best version of yourself, but people don't treat you fairly. And so I just wondered if you could share your experience with us.
This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and it has to do with appearance. A lot of people will think that, if you're considered good looking, then your life is so easy and like everything's going for you have everything going for you and everything is just wonderful. But a lot of times when we don't we like to have, maybe like we're always envious of people who are like so good looking and we want to be just like them, but we don't realize sometimes like just because a person looks good doesn't mean their life is good. A lot of times, like for me, I've experienced, like I felt like I'm treated like an object because people will, whether it's like romantic or some other reason, like they'll think it's either that they'll think that I'm like really dumb, like you can't be attractive and smart,
Right,
or they'll just focus on my appearance and be attracted to just my outsides,
right,
and that'll be the main focus, and I kind of turn into like a physical object because I'm not being valued for my other nice qualities, the qualities that really do matter. Because my appearance, okay, you can be born with like a nice face or whatever. You don't earn that, right? You don't earn your looks in a lot of cases. So there are other things that people have that are great. Like you could be very compassionate, you could be funny, you could be calm, you could be a good artist. Other, like, so many qualities that you have to work at, and making yourself better. It
right,
comes with work. You don't just earn it. It doesn't just come like that.
right.
So when I've noticed, like, and this has been something that I have been through so many times, I just get treated like I'm like an object, just physical appearance. People focus on the physical appearance, and you get treated like like a Barbie doll, I guess.
Right. So it's kind of like so as people in society, there's so much importance placed on physical appearance, and so then people feel like their real essence is not being acknowledged. Like
Yeah.
all the talents, it could go either way. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're below average or above average, so if you're below average, then all your virtues and talents are not even noticed.
Yeah.
And on the other side, there's stereotypes about different types of like people who are good looking. There's stereotypes, right? And
Absolutely. Yeah.
so then your people are projecting their stereotypes on others. And so it's important that you brought this up. And so we have to look deeper, right, at the real qualities of the person, which can have absolutely nothing to do with your physical appearance, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's annoying, to be honest. I've had enough. I just want someone to look at me for me.
Right,
Of course, I'm not gonna say I don't like being attractive.
right.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm very lucky. I'm very thankful.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much more to that. I don't want that to be the basis of like someone's attraction for me.
Right,
I don't want it to be the reason why they're with me.
right.
I want my other traits to be acknowledged as well.
Exactly. So that's just the tip of the iceberg, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
just one
okay,
small part.
so
It's a
the
part.
external is like the part that you take care of, and hopefully it's nice. And on the other side, there's so much depth to a being, to a person, and so I would encourage all of you to look past the superficial and go for the depth, because every person has beautiful qualities, and it's important that we look at people's qualities beyond their appearance, and really appreciate them, because you're far beyond your looks, right?
Absolutely. And I just want to say this. A lot of times you'll be with someone who you think is great looking at the beginning.
Right.
It's what opens the door, their attractiveness, physical
Right.
appearance, like it gets you to open the door,
Right.
but it doesn't keep you like going down the hall like in the doorway.
Yeah.
You know? You have to decide if you like them enough, you can go down that
Right.
hallway, you know,
Exactly.
that the door leading to.
Exactly. So
And yeah, so like
so it doesn't really mean like if they're attracted, like, so if we're just going like looking at a person's looks, then we're not, it's not equal to love, right? So
no,
as you said,
absolutely.
it can cause
it
attraction.
cheapens someone too, like it just
Yeah.
reduces them to one thing.
And it's almost like society, like with, especially with females, they often put way too much importance on physical, and in a way, it's pressure too, right? Like pressure
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
to be like this thing which you're not, right? Rather than just accepting you as you are, and that includes things that are not just your physical, but something deeper. Yeah, so everyone deserves to be appreciated for their qualities, and so you bring up a really important topic, and I hope more people start to look at the other's qualities and comment on them. Like, it's okay if they comment on the physical, but they need to like actually acknowledge that you're far beyond that. Right?
Absolutely.
You have an infinite number of good qualities that deserve appreciation.
And I'd like to add, like, a lot of times, maybe you meet someone and you think they're so good looking. If you get to know them and you don't like their personality, they might become the ugliest person to you.
Right.
So it's all about, their personality could make you, it all depends. It makes you look at them in a certain way.
Right.
So that one attractive person that you looked at and you thought was, oh my God, so good looking, they just become ugly to you. Like, the meaning it's gone.
Right.
The value of their attractiveness has just gone down because it's been tarnished.
Exactly.
By their negative attitude.
Exactly. So that's another important point, that no matter how you look, what matters is your smile and your positivity and what you contribute to the world in terms of, your goodness and your good virtues and your kindness. And so at the end of the day, that's something that will keep people with you and keep your relationship strong. And so that's great that you're always like trying to be a better person, and hopefully people will recognize that there's so much depth to others rather than their physical appearance, right?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like, attractiveness does, physical appearance absolutely does play a role.
Right.
But we shouldn't downplay physical attractiveness, but
Right.
we also shouldn't ignore all the other aspects of the human being,
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, I mean, you can't live with like a good-looking person who's mean, right? Like,
Absolutely
and
not.
on the
No.
opposite is true. Like somebody who's very plain, but they have a great heart and wonderful qualities and intelligence, and that would be much easier to live with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. So I would encourage everyone to look beyond the appearance and look to the depth, and see the deeper qualities of people rather than just treating them like an object, like she said.
Yeah, beauty fades, but intelligence stays.
Right.
So yeah, remember.
And the best makeup you can put on in the morning is your smile.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Take care and have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.